the, along with the reporters present here on the occasion of the celebration of the 9th annual day of the Doon Public School. Before speaking anything, I want to say and make a reference to the speeches made by my friend Dr. Behra, who dealt and dwelt in a variety of things which is very valuable to the parents and the students and the institutions at large. Here I want to see and say something more different, in a different manner and in a different way. The first thing is that this annual day celebration is a day of celebration which recognizes the hard work of the students during the year on one hand and the dedication made by the teachers on the other hand. On this special day, the parents, they congregate and assemble before them and they try to listen to the achievements the institution has made for the sake of their children and kids here. Firstly, I want to say that the education, the process of education touches 5 important things. That is, first the parents, second their sons and daughters, that is the students, third is the society, fourth is the country, fifth is the nation, and lastly the teacher and the institutions. How they will look to the above 5 so that they can get a proper direction to the dreams of the parents and the students. My friend was telling of dreams that one should not see or see tirelessly for its achievement. But I want to say 2 dreams and 2 dreamers. The first dreamer is the parents. They are dreaming, they are seeing the dream to fulfill the dreams of their children. Means whether they have the power to afford or not afford, they are trying their best at least to get their sons and daughters admitted in a school which can best subserve the fulfillment of their dreams. So therefore the parents' dream is very important, which this institution has to see that it is realized and translated into reality. On the other hand, the sons and daughters, that is the students, they are the possessor of so many capabilities and abilities. What is important is that they have stored the treasures of many skills and valuable things which is there in their heart, and it needs to be discovered and unearthed and exposed so that they can realize their own self for the fulfillment of their own individual self and also with others. The most important thing is that our country, a society, present day, we see in the media, in the newspapers, and everywhere there are happening many anti-social and unsocial works, particularly done by our youngsters and youth. These youngsters and youth who have crossed the 12th academic session, means they have left the secondary school. They have gone astray and they have trodden the path of which is not desirable to the society, to the parents. So society wants today, particularly in India, in our situation, in our culture, that they should not follow the practices of the practices of the youth and youngsters of other countries and the Western world particularly. Most important is, in another way, we should see that our society is full with such youth and youngsters which they will cherish a good society, a beneficial society, which we have seen during our past days in our history. Country needs, for the sake of administration, administrators, doctors, engineers, technocrats, agriculturists and everything and others, for the sake of administration. And our parents, they first see the dream that their sons and daughters should come and fall to this category so that they will have a good name in the name and in the form of their sons and daughters. But there are also other examples. There are other examples which I need not mention the names, but things are, they were also doctors, they were also engineers, they were also astronauts and astronomical engineers, great capitalists having crores of rupees with him, but they have brought annihilation to the society. That is for the minus, exceptionally minus of our culture. So the thing is that when we are speaking of a particular thing that this thing should be for my children, at that time we should see that in case when we compare to be belonging to these categories, at that time what we see is that they may be or may not be winning the race. When we think it is in terms of thousands and lakhs in state level and in the central level. So therefore, we wish that they should get this bureaucratic post which our parents want and desire and see the dream. But in case they fail, what should we do? What should they do? They should be taught in such a way, their inner personalities should be brought to the fore in such a way that they will fit into this changing situation. When somebody falls in a particular position, he should come to the changing situation and adjust himself in a sociable, acceptable way, but need not in an anti-societal way. So therefore, that is the thing we should keep in mind. And nation. Nation is most important thing which we actually take pride of for our past traditions and culture. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. These two things are the core things that our nationhood, that our culture teach to us. We should try our best to teach these things to our students. So our teachers, lastly, they should be the trained philosopher and guide to the students. They should try to lead and steer the students so that they can fulfill their own dreams in addition to the dreams of their parents. The teachers should always see that they should discover what are the skills, what are the capacities the students have, and to grow it in such a manner so that they will help them in their future life after getting out of the school education. For the fulfillment of all these things, their obligations to the society, to the country and the nation, what is important is what are things to be kept in mind. What that is, one is the time is for the school education up to class 12. This is the formative period for the students, and if during this time they did not make their foundation strong, certainly they will have a weak foundation and they will collapse and fall down. So therefore, in this connection, a very important stanza of Thomas Gray, elegy written in a country churchyard, there he says, "Time is fleeting act in the living present, heart within and God overhead. This is a very practical thing, that time is always going away, it is passing by, it is fleeting. And the present is very important. Past is not so important, which is gone is gone. Future is not important because that we have not seen. So we should concentrate on the present, and particularly the students, they should be very much time bound in their. Second is, this is the English author who has said, and our author in Oriya, Gobandhu Das, has written, Giri sikhe lawyer ki chalivi mukaro. Chalithivi, podivini thaki, Giri sikhe lawyer ki chalivi mukaro. It means he wants to, he is a journer, he has a set target, and he has kept the target only and the target only, nothing else and nothing else. If he sees the target, whatever, that is the top of the mountain, that is the Girisika, then he will reach it and he will fulfill it. In this regard, that Girisika Loyara ke Chalivi Mukara, I want to have a small story for the little kids. What is that? That in a forest, in one summer season, under the shades of a banyan tree, there was a lion. The lion wanted that he want to have a race. And the monkey was there on the tree. He suddenly jumped down and he told, no, you cannot. You may be mighty, but I also want to be a participant in this race. Thirdly, from the cavity of the tree, that is the root, an ant came out and he told, no, I know both of you are mighty, but I want to be also a participant in the race. Ultimately, the whistle was blown up. The lion started walking. After going few distance, he looked back. He saw that the monkeys and the ants are not coming. So under the cool breeze, he slept. And the monkey also similarly went. He saw that the tiger has gone ahead, but behind him the ant is not coming. Then he looked up and he found that in the tree there are good ripe mangoes. So he went up and started eating. But the most important thing is what the ant was doing. The ant was moving. After going some distance, he was just praying to God. God, I want one thing. I cannot win the race, I know. But I want to reach where? The target. That is the goal. So that at least I will say to my descendants that I have also taken a participation in the race with mighty lion and also with monkey. So what is important? In the meantime, a cause of a blow of air came and the ant was blown to the goalkeeper, and he reached there. And these two persons, monkey and the tiger, they could not reach. The God appeared and he blessed him. And the God told to the tiger, you are a very proudy person. You told that you are mighty, nobody can compete with you. And this monkey fellow, he is very, very thirsty of this his diet. So he wanted to take food. So for these two reasons, one is pride, another is his lust for the food. They could not win. But this person, he has one thing, attention, target, and devotion on his work, and also faith in God, which ultimately make him the winner in the race. So, a person may be able-bodied and a person may not be able-bodied. He may be physically and mentally incapacitated, but he can also win the race. This is very important. Our religious scriptures also say, Pangulangayate giri jakrupa tamang vande paramananda himabhu. What does it mean? Means Pangulangayate giri. Giri means the mountain, that is the Himalayas. Even not an able-bodied person can reach the top, the summit of Himalaya. It means he can inch forward and he can inch off and ultimately he can reach his target. So nothing to worry whether he is able-bodied, physically, mentally incompetent, he will reach to the target and he will actually own. And in this regard, also I told a similar small story. I will not elongating my speech. But the one thing is that, during when we were reading in class 2, at that time there was a beautiful story, that is the grasshopper and the ant. Again, in the first week of June, in the shades of the tree, the ants and the grasshopper, they were walking. The grasshopper told Mr. Ant, let us enjoy this good time. But what the ant was doing is that he was carrying the grains and he was putting and storing inside his house beneath the earth. And he did not listen to the grasshopper. He took the grain and beautifully, peacefully inside his residence under the earth. But this grasshopper did not care for what to do in future. He did not have a futuristic vision. So therefore, when the rainy season came, this grasshopper got drenched in rain water and he died there. And the ant, he enjoyed the entire rainy season inside his palatial cavity under the earth. So we have to also learn from this ant that whenever a thing is to be done, must be done at that time and at that time alone. Means when our students, our sons and daughters are getting their education here, they should concentrate like the ants. If they will not do the things at that time, then they will lose their life and everything in future. So that is the important thing. I know that Mr. Director and Principal both were known to me when I was serving here as Sub-Collector Jharsuguda in AJDM Jharsuguda. And many occasions after my retirement, they also told me to come to join in their counseling team. But even if I am not joined, I talk to him many a times in every month and give certain advices to make it yeah. What is important is that there should be a motto, and it is very important that it should be embedded in the institution's dream. That is, that lastly I say that the teachers and the institution, I hope that they will cherish all these things what I said, to make the students to first know his worth, inner worth, and then counsel him in such a way that he will grow up and he will be a befitting person, social well-being, a good ideal citizen to the society, to the country, and a pride maker to our nationhood. And at last, I wish that this Doon public school to prosper and make rapid galloping strides and achieve many milestones in the days to come. And last important is that I will request and advise Mr. Doon institution and the director, sir, they must see and to have an inscriptions there in the gate that enter into the school to learn and go for to serve. This is very important message. Go for to serve. That is important. Means you learn everything what I told. But when you will go out from this institution, you will serve your individual ambition, parental emission, societal emission, countries at large. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. All your examples and stories shows that hard work and consistency pays off and leads to success. Now let us carry on the program. I call upon our children to say you about the next program.
A very beautiful performance. You have great charisma. Yes, they put their heart and soul into the dance. Hello everyone, myself Aditya from Prep 2. Dear Aditya, do you know who is Khiladi of Bollywood? Yes, of course. Everyone knows him. He is one and only Akshay Kumar. He is my favorite. He treat more than 100 film and black belt holder. He lives simple life but always down to ground. That's why he is my favorite. So let's welcome our Prep 2 students on song Khiladi to Anadi. Thank you everyone. Thank you.
से सीटी बजे हाथ से ताली, लड़की देखी मुंह से सीटी बजे हाथ से ताली, साला आइला उस्मा आई गो गोरी आले आले, मैं खिलाड़ी तू अनाड़ी मैं अनाड़ी तू खिलाड़ी मैं खिलाड़ी तू अनाड़ी मैं अनाड़ी तू लाल गुलाबी नैन शराबी होश उड़ा ले जाए इस लड़की है या है कयामत दिल से निकले है सोते चकते लड़की देखो तू धक 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 धड़के देखो फड़के आंख मेरी तन में शोला सा भर के लड़की लड़की करते करते हो न जाए दीवाने ऐसा ना हो जाए कि हम खुद को ही न पहचाने और मेरा जब भी होता है कभी न जाए खाली ताले की रखता हूँ मैं अपनी जेब में चाबी लड़की देखी मुँह से सीधी बजे हाथ से ताली लड़की देखी मुँह से सीधी बजे हाथ से ताली साला आइला उस्मा आइला गोरी आले आले मैं खिलाड़ी तू अनाड़ी मैं अनाड़ी तू खिलाड़ी मैं खिलाड़ी तू अनाड़ी मैं अनाड़ी तू
आपको क्या लगा हम भूल गए?
हम दोनों हैं अलग अलग हम दोनों हैं जुदा जुदा एक दूसरे से कभी कभी रहते हैं हम हवा हवा